Y'all get in here. It's that time. It is that time. Apparently, we can't have no peace tonight, y'all. It's more mess. There's more mess, so there will be no peace tonight, and it's gonna be gossip tonight. I hope YouTube goes ahead and sends out the notifications because mm, that's all I can say at this point. I don't even know how this is possible at this point. Like I really thought, because the gossip had slowed down, y'all. The gossip had slowed down tremendously. When I say tremendously, the gossip had slowed down tremendously to the extent that I could take days at a stretch and work on fabric, work on jewelry, work on shoes, or whatever other fashion endeavors that I had to deal with, everything other than combing my hair. Hey, Quiet Storm. And now the gossip will not allow me to focus on the things that I need to be focused on. It just won't allow it. Nope. Because right now, people getting caught up in their words. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, double tap the screen, hit your three dots or the like button, whichever way it shows up for you. And I want to see some bubbles. I'm glad y'all sliding on in. Yes, girl, super rich candy. Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's so much stuff going on now. I can't even mind my business like I would like to. Nope, I gotta tend to their business because it's all out there, honey. They saying that super rich candy got rent problems down to the blaze. We're gonna have a little chit chat, a little chatter chit about that. Um, look like Porsha done been caught in a lot of people online is giving her a fit. Um, Drew Sidora's sister done came out with her mess, and Dennis done came out with his. Um, This mess with Tony Busby and Jay-Z is getting completely out of control. Amanda K, thank you for being like number 4. Y'all, please like this video, share this video, double tap the screen, please, and thank you. But yeah, we need to go ahead and just deal with this. We need to go on and deal with what's going on. One good time. And let that be that because this is a mess. That's all I can say. This is a mess. I guess we may as well deal with Porsha first. I feel like out of everything that we could be dealing with, I think we should go on and deal with Porsha first. Hey, Sandy Schneider. Thank you for being number 3. Like number 3. Like number 3. Thank you. Thank you. So we may as well deal with Porsha's mess first because we did start talking about her. Yes, Diddy. Yes, Diddy. So we may as well deal with her first. Y'all come in and get comfortable. Quick housekeeping, please. Vita worship, I did, and I did get some sunlight today. I did, even though it's cold over here. It had got up to the 70s over here in Jackson, Mississippi. Last night it dropped to 37. Today it was in the 60s, and now it's back to like 49, 50. So the weather is all over the place. Linda Lewis, how you doing? Good evening to you. Child, we got some weirdos. We got some weirdos, mods. Handle it. Handle it, y'all. But yeah, so the weather is all over the place over here in Jackson. Y'all, if y'all have been following the weather at all, on the news, we had tornado watches the other day, and then after that, it got cold. Like the weather just dropped. I went to sleep, it was one temperature. When I woke up, it was so nice and cold and crisp in the air, and I enjoyed it. You missed it last night. Okay. Hey, Tara Hill. Thank you. Maruan from Madrid. All right. Or Barcelona. Hey, Cassie G, what's up? And anybody else who's here. So quick housekeeping, y'all. Please, I need y'all to hit the like button. Keep your like number because, of course, you don't know what I'm going to do, and I cannot be held responsible. I would like you all to also make sure that, y'all greet each other, share the video, like the video. Make sure y'all sending up my bubbles because I'm sensitive. Okay. Also, if you don't mind, make sure that if you see someone that you don't know, greet them. Be nice, be kind, all that good stuff. If y'all do get to clowning, that's cool. We clown in here. It's perfectly okay. Just bear in mind if you do have to curse, that you misspell your cuss words in my chat. Okay, respect Auntie's house. If you must cuss, please misspell your cuss words. Hey, Trina Taylor. Hey, BJ Dez. Thank you for being number 11. I see all the royals in the house. I know that's right. So hold on. Let me do something real fast. And then we're going to get this thing going. We're going to get this thing going. But yeah, make sure that y'all are being kind in the chat. No arguing or bickering in my chat. If y'all see a troll, alert one of the moderators so they can take the trash out. Oh, you was talking about football clubs. Which ones do I prefer? You know what? This I'm an American and we really don't watch those the football clubs because over here we call it soccer, but I don't really get into that. Mm-mm. We watch like American football mostly, but I do know I do have some friends over here that do watch soccer. I just don't get into it. And my friend, one of my besties in Nigeria, he loves Manchester. So I don't know. That's the only thing I know. He watches Manchester. That's my dog. My dog likes Manchester. So I don't know between Madrid and Barcelona. Whichever one is your favorite, I'm gonna go with you. Whichever one is your favorite, that's gonna be my favorite. Okay. So give me 1 second. Let's get everything ready. Y'all, please like this video and share this video. Thank y'all for my bubbles. Tyra Hill said, my other sister's an Aquarius, so I understand the sensitivity. But this is the reason nothing gets past her. She stay tapped in. Yep. Always. Even when we don't want to be tapped in, we tapped in. My new friend said that's fair enough. See, I'm on your side. Whoever you like, that's who I like. Magaline, thank you for being number 17. I need y'all to get my likes up. It's not even that many people. So my likes should be super, super easy right now. That should be an easy thing to do right now. Should be real simple, real easy. Okay. All right. Choo. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. What did Imran Khan say? Oh no, Imran Khan is okay. Imran Khan has been here before. Let me make sure unless he does something crazy. Wait, no, he did do something crazy. Oh well, I guess we got to get rid of you. My bad. I thought you did something wrong. Hi, Sheriff Woody. Judy Aquaye, thank you for being like number 16, sis. Y'all come on in and get comfortable. Because we got to get into what we got to get into. All right. So, y'all, first things first. Now, remember we was talking about Porsha went on the Breakfast Club yesterday, right? Hey, Lady Blue. Buick. Okay, I named the car for your edit. Okay. So, anyway, we talked about yesterday Porsha went on the Breakfast Club, right? I got mods in the chat. They're watching. They're putting people out too. Hey, Aubrey. What's up, boo? So Porsha went on Breakfast Club and she was giving giving us her take on things. Now I will tell y'all, I did not watch the interview. I only saw the clips because I don't really like Charlemagne like that. Y'all know that, it ain't no secret. I'm not a fan of Charlemagne, and I really don't do beige rage. And I thought I liked Lauren LaRosa, but she's starting to get on my nerves too. But that's neither here nor there. So Porsha, while she was on there, not only did she cover what was going on with her and Drew and her opinion on Kenya, and what else was there? It was oh bloody heck. Whatever it was. We talked about it yesterday. Y'all have to catch the replay from yesterday. However, she also spoke on what went on with her and Nene. And remember, well, let's just go back down memory lane, okay? Nene ended up going live back when she filmed the Upshaws. And if y'all recall, put a 3 in the chat if it rings a bell that it was a whole kerfuffle with Nene and Porsha and the Upshaws and all that stuff, okay? Because we're going to deal with that first. And then we're going to get to what Porsha said. And then I'm going to read some, I believe I can find the text messages that was sent between Lanithia and Porsha, because it's looking like Porsha just flat out lied. Judy said Nene said today that Porsha lied. Where was Nene at? Was she on her own live on her page on Instagram? Is that where she was, Judy? Let me know, because I'll show pull it up. I believe Porsha lied, and I didn't even see what Nene said because I've been busy. Hold on, let me see if I can show y'all what I've been working on. Hold on. Without telling everything. I could show this. Oh, well, yeah, girl, I'm not going over there. But so kind of in my workspace a little bit. So I'm working, but I've been working. Okay. I've been like literally working. I do Jacoby Williams. It's Pent. My Cash App is Pent. Right under where it says please support your host. So if you want to show some love, I surely appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, so I've been over here working my butt off. And I didn't have a chance to see what was going on online like all day long to be able to really catch stuff and see what's happening. But yeah. Jacoby, we don't send men money, honey. If you hungry as a man, you're gonna have to call Jesus, because Jesus paid it all, okay? Lady Blue said Nene was at lunch with a. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't need to. Yeah, that's somebody else's channel, so don't mention them over here. Judy told me about it, so I understand what's up. But we're gonna talk about what we saw, because I ain't see that no way. Okay. Nah, Quiet Storm, he was trying to beg, honey. He don't realize we don't help men over here. We don't do that. Jesus paid it all. Yay, man. So we're going to go back to the original live from Lanithia so y'all can see what Lanithia said happened. And then we're going to listen to again what Porsha said happened, right? All right. We can even hear what Nene had to say on the Breakfast Club. And then I'm going to see if I can find them text messages so we can read what was actually said between Nene and Porsha. Because, see, Porsha just lying at this point. I believe Porsha lying. If Nene was out and said she lied, I'm definitely going with Lanithia, because Porsha just lied. Hey, Miss Sparkle. Y'all, our resident Mary Kay lady is here. All right. So, look, let me get the sound right. And let's get to flipping. Ooh. Here we go.
A disappointing video, but nonetheless, here goes. So earlier this week, I was told by my management company that the Netflix scripted series called The Upshaws were interested in casting me for a part. In Upshaws, it's Mike Epps and Wanda Sykes. Directing this particular episode is Kim Fields. I I was excited to do it. It's a comedy. I love comedy. I used to have a comedy show out on the road. Some of you guys know. So
We
comedy
remember,
is something that
girl.
I love to do, and was really happy to do it. As the talks went on, we agreed upon whatever we agreed upon. I was to fly out to LA on Tuesday. They told me that Porsha Williams was also playing in this particular series. She would be side by side with me. Excited. I haven't seen Porsha. We always have a good laugh when we see each other. So I was just like, okay, so me and Porsha are going to kill this part. I get to LA on Tuesday. They tell me to go straight to, to the studios. I need to go into wardrobe. Once I got into wardrobe, I'd chosen to wear like this silver color. They showed me a picture of Porsha. They said that Portia's wearing something similar in color, and maybe I would choose something else because we were going to be, side by side doing this scene. No problem. I gave them a whole different look. They told me we were going to be having rehearsal. At rehearsal, I didn't see Porsha. There was a stand-in. We broke for lunch. We came back. We were going to do a whole run-through. I still didn't see Porsha. I'm just waiting to see Porsha, right? I'm excited to see Porsha. I'm like, well, I want to, make that Porsha said, so me and her can chop it up. So Porsha never came. We wrapped for the evening. I went back to my hotel. When I got to my hotel, production called me and asked me if I had any issues with any housewives because they were going to be recasting the other position. And I was like, oh my God, no, like what? And they were going to recast the position that Porsha was playing. And I was like, what? Why? And they said, do you have any issues with Kim Zolciak, Cynthia Bailey, Marlo Hampton? And I was like, no. Like, I just saw Kim recently and we talked. I talked to Cynthia Bailey often. I talked to Marlo Hampton often. No, like, they ultimately cast Cynthia Bailey and she was flown out to LA. On Wednesday, we did the part together. I was later told that Porsha did not show up to work and had said that she did not want to work with me, that we had issues from the past, and she did not want to work with me. Let me take that in for a second. Listen, I am more than disappointed. Porsha and I have double dated a few times, okay? Okay. Simon had a birthday. We were all in Miami together. We hung out for the whole weekend to celebrate Simon's birthday. We all decided one weekend to go to Vegas to see Usher. We all went to Vegas to see Usher, couples. I was in Dubai. Porsha and Simon were in Dubai. We all hung out. Yanni and I have gone to Simon and Porsha's home to hang out, party, drink. My son came over, brought hookahs. We ate African food, had a great time. Of course, Porsha had a wedding, and I'm at her wedding. I've seen Porsha in Atlanta out. We've laughed and talked. I am shocked that Porsha would go to a production company. I am shocked to hear that Porsha would go to a production company and say that she doesn't want to work with me because we've had a lot of issues in the past. What lots of issues that we had in the past?
And I just want to say this. First of all, Porsha said that. Nene didn't pull that out of thin air. Porsha said all of those things. And then we just going to go over what she said recently, but Porsha said those things. Let's go.
Mind you guys, I haven't been a housewife in over 4.5 years, okay? Besides that, as black women, okay, when you call a black woman angry, difficult, we've got problems, I can't work with them on set, that is a death trap for a black woman in the industry. We don't have any issues that we can't work together. We are professionals. We get on set and we work together and do what we got to do. Your issues in the past, if you had to pick a housewife, it certainly wouldn't be with me. It would have been with Kenya. It would have been with Kandi. Those were your major issues. We've had petty things. We're on a reality show. So we obviously are going to have some sort of issues, but we've not had anything where we could not work together. I'm sad and disappointed that Porsha would go to any company and say that she's had issues with me and we cannot work together. That is a lie. I text her. So it's not like I'm doing this video, I didn't text her. I text her. And she sent me a text back saying that she's going through her divorce and I didn't reach out to little sis. Are you serious? You and your husband were just happy and smiling in Dubai. I thought you guys were having a fight. And maybe you guys are going to get back together. I don't know what y'all personal business are. I don't want to be nosy, okay? I don't want to invade your privacy. Maybe you need some time. I don't know what you need. I was happy to see her and talk to her and chop it up then. I don't want to pry. Yes, Yanni and Simon are hanging out together, but that has nothing to do with me. I'm not hanging out with Simon. Yanni's hanging out with Simon. I can't change this relationship with that man. I wouldn't let him change my relationship with Porsha. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing that you would do that. It's very disappointing. And people need to stop. They need to stop doing that. That's not right.
So that's what she said back then, right? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that, right? Because I do. All right, now here go this part.
Yes. So when Porsha was going through her divorce, she was married to Simon. I was dating Yanni. They're both African guys. They hung out together. We hung out. We double dated and all those things. And I was talking to her during that time, and I was doing this show called The Upshaws, and she kind of was like, she didn't want to do The Upshaws with me. She didn't tell me that. She told the production crew, and the production told us that,
Is that true? I don't believe Porsha.
It's the truth.
Really?
It's
Porsha don't
the
seem like
truth.
that type. Porsha not catty like
Where
that.
Now, mind you, y'all hear Charlamagne, right? Oh no, Porsha don't seem like that type. You don't know Porsha. You seen her on TV. You probably met her a couple of places, a couple of times. You don't know Porsha. I'm gonna let Nene finish talking. I'm just gonna take them off the screen because it's a moving picture. Okay. The other one was a live on Instagram, so we could play that one, but I don't really want to play with y'all auntie Charlamagne. Okay, but listen up.
she
Something
is.
happened a little bit. Like
She did that. Nothing happened. She did that. She said that. That's the truth.
So you did it.
I did it. They brought in Cynthia Bailey the next day, and
Wow.
Cynthia shot the scene with me.
Oh, supposed to be you and Porsha.
It was supposed to be Porsha and I. I did not know that, and I don't think Porsha knew that until we arrived to set. That we were both going to be shooting a scene together. And
Oh, so Porsha was on set.
Yeah, she was on set
Wow.
the day before. She had gone in to do her fittings and things, and I gone in the next day to do my fitting. And the following day, we were going to shoot the scene, and Porsha didn't show up, and they went scrambling, and they ended up flying Cynthia Bailey in, and she did it. But Porsha did do that. Now that's the honest truth. It doesn't really matter to me. I haven't spoken to her since. I don't have.
How long ago was it?
I don't know. It's been months.
And see, this is the thing. This is what I said way back when all this first happened and Nene first told us about it. Hey, Aries son. Hey, Bunny Gonzalez. Hey, Auntie Eva. Ashley Kane. How you doing? Lulu's little girl. Anybody else I missed? How y'all doing? All right. Like this video. Please share this video. It's 20 people in here hanging with me that don't like me. I need y'all to hit the like button. But listen, I said back then, Nene ain't never been known to just lie on nobody. Porsha did that. So now, to add even more validity to the fact that she absolutely did it, now she's coming out telling a story that, like, girl, we remember this story, and that's not how that story went. Hold on. Okay. Because I'm finna go on ahead. And see if here go the text messages. Here go the text messages, okay? All right. Yep. Here they go. Somebody had them on Twitter, and we finna look at them because this is what Porsha actually said when Nene texted her. So this Nene texted, and hold on. This is what the person got it here. Hey Porsha, I hope you are doing well. I'm shocked to hear that we have issues and you don't want to work with me. Wow, just wow. We have double dated a few times, Vegas, Miami, your home, etc. It's sad to hear. We've hung out in Dubai. You were texting me about housewives. This is sad. We are black women that need to work, not stopping each other from working. Okay? Now that's what went on. Then Porsha then says, yeah, all of that is through all of that and through all of this. And this is your first text. How? Who and how the F do you not even check on Lil Sis in exclamation in quotation marks, okay? So she didn't say nothing about, oh, I couldn't take it. Listen to this. How the F do you not even check on Lil Sis? Enough said. You chose a side, and I'm good with that. People weird as F. Then she says, I've shown loyalty time after time. You mean this your second time lying on her, girl? She says she's shown loyalty time after time. I've also shown concern and genuine love through all of your hardships, but I never get it back. It's cool though. When people move differently, so do I. Mind you, you did get it back because Kenya tried to get you fired and Lanithia kept you on that show. But okay, I never get it back. Nene said you are so wrong in every way. You went extremely too far. Nothing you were saying is valid enough to go to a production company and say you do not want to work with Nene because we have issues in the past. I gave you your space. Okay, so that's what went on with that. Now, that is what happened. Those are text messages between her and Porsha. So, Porsha, you said what you said, Suge, and ain't no way out of that. You said those things because that's what you texted. You said that she picked the side because she didn't text you. Mind you, like Nene say, y'all was just hanging in Dubai, as we know, 6 days before. So 6 days before, y'all was in Dubai. Y'all riding on water scooters. You talking about be his piece, he all mine. Then next thing we know, you talking about a divorce. And according to what Nene said, she thought y'all could have been fighting and was finna make up or whatever else. So why the hell would she call you with your lying self? You lied on her the first time when you say she put your hand when you claim she put her hands on you in her house, like y'all didn't know Greg was sick and going through all the stuff that she was going through, and y'all went rushing to her closet and doing all that disgusting stuff. I remember you, Porsha. That's why I don't really like you like that, because I never forget you sitting up there pretending like Nene was just such a bully and you were so threatened. Oh, I'm scared. Soon as you drop that baby, Nene should have beat your tail. That's what she should have did. That's what she should have did. She should have let, that old school Athens come back up out of her and stomped a mud hole in you. And you probably wouldn't be so comfortable lying right now. That's all right, though. So let's go and take a look at the lie that she just told on the Breakfast Club about the situation. The exact same situation. The exact same situation. And we got the text messages too. Nene done told her story, which actually correlate with the text messages. Now listen at what Diane's daughter said.
When y'all shot the Upshaws, because we had Nene up here.
Yeah.
And she said you blocked her from being on the Upshaws.
No, she didn't.
And what pissed me off with Charlamagne, why I don't like him, is the fact that Nene didn't say she blocked her. She said she told them people she couldn't work with her because of issues from the past. You see how quick Charlamagne done twisted the story and lied? That ain't what Nene said.
She did the show.
But you wouldn't do it with her.
So no, it's not that I wouldn't do it with her. So I signed on to do the...
Listen, it's not that I wouldn't do it with her, but you did go tell them people you couldn't do it with her because of past issues. And when Nene texted you and told you exactly what you said, you never denied it. What you did was gave a cockamamie reason, being that you say she picked a side. Who is this person talking about they 45 miles away? I hope you're not talking about my house, baby, because I have an extendo. Just saying. I am from Florida. I'm a fan of you too. Right back at you. Just hope you don't mean my house, baby, because real Floridian right here. Real Floridian. I mean, if you want to hear it cock, you can hear that too. Real Floridian. One in every room. Mm-hmm.
The Upshaws. Mm-hmm. And I had just filed, I think, could have even been a week and a half prior. So, you know how you sign up? So, mind y'all, when I filed for divorce, I did not know I was filing for divorce.
Okay, Trina.
I was happily in love with my husband. Like, we were good. Valentine's Day, we had a horrible argument. Things got really nasty, and I knew something was about to hit the fan. Right. But I did not know. So, when it happened, I had already signed up to do the show. Right. And I really couldn't cancel at that point. So, when I got there, I just was sitting in the green room or the waiting area, and I just like start breaking down.
Oh man.
I just start breaking down. And then then she was in the room next to me, and hearing her voice broke me down.
Hearing her voice broke me down. That ain't what you told them people at the production company, Porsha. That ain't what you told them. You didn't tell the people at the production company, I'm too emotional. Yeah, I know her, but right now I'm just not in a good emotional space. No, you went and told the production company you couldn't work with her because y'all got past issues. And then when she checked you on it via text, because she came to you woman to woman, you didn't keep it real with her and say, girl, this really what it was. I shouldn't have said that. You didn't even tell her what the past issues was. You told her about a current issue because you felt like she should have reached out and called you about your, at that time, what appeared to be a fake divorce. Because to be honest, I told y'all up front, I didn't believe that divorce was real at the time. I didn't. And I stand by that. Because I don't even think that Simon thought the divorce was real at that time. I felt like it was for a storyline, and also to keep Simon off the screen because, Bravo was going to put him in jail. And he ended up, ICE ended up getting him anyway. But I don't think Simon thought it was real. I think Simon was like, okay, yeah, all right, keep me off the screen because they're going to put me in jail. And of course, like I say, they got him anyway. But then I think he realized, no, she really is about to leave me high and dry, because she really was about to leave him high and dry. But the whole thing seemed fake in the beginning. If y'all thought that divorce was real from the very beginning, put a 5 in the chat. If y'all were like me and you thought it might have been some fakery, put a 6 in the chat. Hey, Miss Niecy, because I really thought it was fake. I swear for God, I thought it was fake, y'all. And the way Simon was acting, he thought it was fake too. Hey, DV. Hey, DS. Okay. Amanda says she believed him from the beginning. I did not. I see a lot of 6s. It was coming out fake. And if y'all remember, when everything first jumped off, Simon was like, oh, it's not over until it's over. I love my wife, whatever. He didn't start talking greasy until he realized, like, oh, crap. Whatever it is that we discussed doing, Porsha ain't doing that. Porsha doing something else. Whatever agreement that she had with Simon when she first filed that divorce, because it was so fake. It was so fake. She flipped the script on him. He thought it was one thing, and as soon as he found out that she was really finna do him in, then he got mad and started talking about 265 days a year and all this other stuff. And I'm with Nene. I wouldn't have thought that mess was real either. Y'all arguing or something. Amanda said, when I saw that stuff about Simon's background, and then she filed for divorce, I believe. I didn't. Yes, Tari Hill, he's a scammer, but he got scammed. He been scamming in the American government since what, 1989? And Porsha came through with her 265 days a year and scammed him on day number 264. She got him. She got him on day 264, took him out. Yes, Ashley Kane, Ice Ice Baby. So hold on, let's let this heifer finish line. Come on.
Because I just felt when you're going through divorce, you just feel so alone. And here I am, just a foul, coming out of my room. I mean, I could barely put on makeup. And now here I am on a set with strangers. I don't have anybody. Just hearing her voice, it was just too familiar. And, that
don't even make sense. I feel alone. I'm on a set with strangers. I could barely put on makeup. And then I heard her voice and it was too familiar. You just said you felt alone, hooker. So if you felt alone when you hear a voice that's familiar, the normal response is you gravitate toward the familiar if feeling alone has you so traumatized that you can't put on makeup. Doesn't make sense. Whatever say, yep, that's why she signed up for the show. She planned on leaving them and needed an income. Probably so, baby. Welcome, sugar. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you can come back. Because I like you. I like your name. But that's the whole thing. Like, the story don't make sense. I was surrounded by strangers and you going through a divorce, you feel so alone. And I could barely put on makeup, and then I heard her voice and it was so familiar. And I couldn't take it. You just got through 1/10 of a second ago, Porsha, saying that you couldn't take it being surrounded by strangers and you were so traumatized that you could not apply your makeup, honey. So you couldn't take the strangers and you couldn't take the familiar. What could you take? Other than your lying tail in there to that production office and tell them stories on Nene didn't make no sense. Hey, Blue Eyes, what part of Florida you from? I'm from Marion County, Ocala. Okay. Proud country girl. Where you from? Let's let her finish lying, y'all. Here she go.
And not talk to her. I didn't know how I could face her. I didn't know how I could face anybody. So it
Duval, hey cousin. All right, from the 904. Welcome.
Genuinely wasn't me saying, no, I don't work with this person or that person, whomever, because I agreed to it. I just wasn't.
I didn't say, no, I don't work with this person or that person. You literally said it. And when Nene checked you, you never said, I never said that. Oh, you from Ghana? Hello. How you doing? Give me some boiled eggs. Y'all be cooking, man. Y'all be cooking y'all butts off in Ghana. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, Bunny, we're going to let her finish lying in 1 minute. She's saying, I never said I don't want to work with this person, that person. Yes, you did. You literally did. You literally did. You did. And when Nene checked you, you never, ever, ever denied it. You simply said it's because you picked a side because you didn't call me on your seemingly fake divorce. Why is this idiot in here talking about snowflakes? Are you okay? Maybe he's on the wrong channel. Right, Vita. Nene husband gone. You chose to leave a man. He wasn't dead. It's all right. Let's keep going. Wait. Amanda say, I bet if Nene was still on RHOA, she would have been able to take it while returning. Oh, yes. Of course she would have. Like I said, let's let her finish lying. Let's let her finish.
Capable of doing it that day.
Mentally and
emotionally. I could not gather myself at all. So when I spoke to them, they were like, I understand you're not going to be able to act as a housewife today. They ended up letting me go home. And then they said, we'll fill in your spot with Cynthia. And then after that, in true Nene fashion, she just turned it into something about herself. And it genuinely wasn't about her. It was.
Here we go. In true Nene fashion, she turned it into something about herself. Now, Porsha, did she turn it into something about herself, or did she text you and talk to you like a human, which is something you didn't do for her? You went to production and told a story. She texted you woman to woman because y'all actually know each other. You're not just acquaintances. And she asked you why you did it. And she didn't make it about her, oh, woe is me, and you know what this means to me, and look what you did to me. She told you what you did was wrong, and that y'all ain't been through nothing deep enough for you to do that. Why would you do that? Why would you tell them people we got problems? You didn't tell her I was going through. You didn't say, girl, I'm going through a bunch of emotional stuff. I was wrong for whatever. You said you picked a side. You weird as F. How did she make that about her? Porsha, don't piss me off. You pissed me off during that Ultimate Girls trip. And this is that side of you that a lot of us don't like, girl. You pretty, though. Let's let her finish lying.
About me. You know what I'm saying? Like, her actions of, like, taking Simon's side and hanging out with him, with women or whatever they were doing, it just really was null and void to me. I just would have wanted a friend. So,
She said it was null and void to her. It was so null and void that you texted her and called it weird that her boyfriend and Simon were still friends. And she literally told you in that text message that ain't got nothing to do with her. But this whore just said it was null and void to her. It was null and void to you, but you mentioned it in the text. Does she not realize we've seen the text messages? Hey, Miss Gigi, I know you've been gone for a minute. You say I be pulling the truth out these lies. I do my best. Porsha's always gonna be a pretty pick me, but coming up losing. Now she don't lose. She get a check. The sad part is she don't care who she cut to get a check. That's the sad part. You gotta have a bottom, ladies. Gotta have a bottom. Bunny Gonzalez says, does Porsha know what words actually mean? She just be talking. She just talks. But I wonder, does she realize we've seen those text messages? It doesn't add up. Your story is not adding up. All right, Blue Eyes. See you later, cousin from Jacksonville. Please come back.
For her to turn it and make it like I tried to block her money or whatever, me block Nene's money? How? Like, Nene's a star. I can't block your money, just like nobody can block mine. I don't give a damn who you are. So to me, it's just unfortunate. I'm too grown. I'm sure y'all can see I'm a different Porsha. If I was another Porsha, I'd be reading her and her wig or whatever. But I don't feel that way. Like, I feel like we grown people. Girl, you know how it is to go through a divorce. You know exactly what emotions I could have been feeling. So all the extraness is just not needed.
What happened on when y'all shot the upshot?
And then she's like, you know what emotions I could have been feeling. She was not supposed to make an excuse for you treating her poorly and then pretend you didn't do what you did. Ho, you did what you did. You did what you did. You did exactly what you did. There's no way to, oh, well, she could have been feeling this. Let me tell you something. I don't ever try to figure out what you could have been feeling if you do something nasty to me. Okay? The problem that I have always had with Nene, and those of you who've been on the porch for a while, y'all know how I am. The problem that I have always had with Lanithia Monique Leaks is that she forgives people way too easily, and then she goes back to dealing with them as though they have never transgressed against her. That is the problem I have with Lanithia. Because quite frankly, y'all know forgiveness is not my strong suit. Give me 20 years on anything you do to me. Literally, give me about 20, 25 years on it, okay? And even then, when forgiveness arrives, it does not arrive with me treating you the way you treated me before you mistreated me. Like, it don't come that way. Whenever I decide, if ever, to interact with you again, understand that the way we relate to each other has been forever changed. Like, it has been forever changed. Whereas, you know, those of you who know me, those of y'all who've been a part of the royal family for a minute, y'all know when I'm for you, I'm for you. I will jump through a hoop, miss sleep, and fight a bear about you. But when I'm not for you, you're gonna know. You're gonna know. So whereas I may have been in a position where I would have taken the shirt off my back, now I can probably step across you while you roll around on the pavement. And it ain't no hard feelings. It's just we not the same no more. Like, once I don't mess with you like that, I don't mess with you like that. And it don't matter if it was 10, 12, 30, 40 years ago. Like, I don't mess with you like that. That's what always irritated me with Lanithia. Okay, Ducky. Ducky done got poetic, child. Sandy Schneider say Porsha was in her feelings and should have been a real woman and picked up the phone and called Nene and not take it this far. Porsha is dead wrong and trifling. And now you lying about it. This is the other part. Can I just keep it real, y'all? We're going to get to Tony Busby and Jay-Z and my theory on that in a minute. But if I can just keep it real for a minute, right? If you do something wrong, and take me out of it, because me, your apology, it really ain't gonna matter. Literally, I promise you, to 15, 20 years later. Don't even call me for the first 15 to 20 years. I'm telling you, don't waste your time. You know, the new me, you know, now I'm saved now. So I'm not gonna cuss you out and like catch you at the gas station and stomp you out or nothing like that. Jesus done changed me, okay? Hey, Tamika Graham. However, I will sit there and either hang up on you or I may just and hang up. But I promise you, I'm not going to hear anything you say for at least 15 to 20 years. Understand that, okay? So take me out of it. But had she done something wrong, and then once she realized she was wrong or came down off her attitude, her feelings, or whatever, why didn't she? Let's get you out of here. So you're talking about why they always yelling. I don't know who they are, them voices in your head. You and all the voices in your head, get out my chat. But why would you not say, hey, Nene, I'm sorry. I was dead wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I was in my feelings. That was absolutely wrong. It was absolutely inappropriate. I was not being truthful. I was being vindictive. I was lashing out. That's the thing to do. And then give this person who you called your big sis an opportunity to digest what you said, process what you said, and then decide whether she wants to forgive and move forward with you. The reason I got a problem with Lanithia with stuff like that is she let people play in her face, mistreat her, do all type of dirt. And then the minute they reach out, she's ready to go ahead and give them another chance. After everything happened that season, when Greg was sick and she had those hookers come over to her house with their thin edges, and they all went upstairs and she's telling them don't go in her closet. And then we find out later that production had told Kandi and them to go ahead and just walk in her closet. And then the cameraman thought he was going to then go into her closet when she's clearly saying, do not do that. They wanted to push Nene to the edge because they knew she was already under pressure, basically watching Greg die. Like she was watching that man lose his life, which is stressful enough, right? So all this is going on and you know your big sis is going through all this stuff. You go along with the foolishness and have the nerve to say that she grabbed you by your belt or pushed you and then, oh, I'm scared. You're a big, huge corn-fed tail. And I'm not dissing because I'm a big corn-fed heifer too. I'm country as hell too. I'm solid as hell too. I'm a whole Amazon too. But don't start that. Porsha tried to play the, oh, I'm so delicate. Nene is the big bully, the big meanie. You know, she's so dangerous. She's so aggressive. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. And then what happened after that with them plotting to ice her out? They came up with that whole alliance crap. And then if y'all remember, put a 2 in the chat if y'all remember, Kandi got mad at Porsha because Porsha was going along with them like, oh, we going to ice her out. We going to ice Nene out. And then she flipped back and ran to Nene and was like, it was either before or after they went to Canada talking about, it's been so hard without you. Nene is a fool. And I love Lanithia, but she is a fool. This whore done lied and said that you assaulted her while she was pregnant, pretended like she was afraid of you because she was trying to set a narrative and get you out of your job, the same job that you kept her on when Kenya whore with the big pores more tried to get her fired for rightfully dragging her. Then she took part in the alliance with Kandi the Goat to try to get you iced out because they still were trying to get you out your job. And all she had to do was come back and say, it's been so hard without you. And you let her right back in. Like, you didn't see all the stuff this hooker did to you. You've done so much for her. And we mentioned Nene keeping her on that job after she rightfully drugged Kenya. But they kept her on the show before. Her and Kandi both kept her on the show the first time. Because they weren't going to bring her back after that first season she did. Yeah, where you been? Nene and Kandi went to the producers and kept Porsha on after season 4. And then after she rightfully drugged Kenya, Nene went and held her on the show the second time. Not once, but twice. And she did all that to you and you let her right back in. And the first chance she got, when she thought you were down, she was going to try to kick you while you were down and while she thought you were down and go tell them people, we got past issues. I can't work with her. And got her head slapped because instead of getting rid of Lanithia, they simply replaced her. Porsha is a disgusting person. And I try not to go there because sometimes it can look like people are just picking because she is a pretty girl. And I know it's a lot of people that pick on her just because she's pretty. They never list any of these reasons. They don't have a problem with none of that. They're literally angry because she's pretty and she got a real mean shape. That's what they mad about. And the fact that she keep a man with a whole lot of money. That's what's pissing them off. Porsha pisses me off because of stuff like this. You are a liar. And you mistreat people who have done nothing to you, and then you lie about it. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. So now here you go, lying like we ain't seen the text messages. We heard the other side of the story. And what you claim she said, she never even said. She didn't make it all about her. You did something nasty, and then she showed us the text messages. She showed us the text messages of what you said, because you said it, and then told us what happened. And what she said matches the text messages. What you just sat up there with Charlamagne and said don't match a goddamn thing you put in those text messages. Miss, it don't matter. I didn't care about that. I just would have wanted a friend. If that was the case, you'd have called your friend. If that was the case. Bunny Gonzalez said, I didn't know that Nene hooked her up twice. Just like she looked out for Cynthia. And then before Nene left the show, Cynthia was teaming up with Kenya to try to take Nene down, pretending like Nene was bullying her. She wasn't bullying that hooker. If you feel like she's such a bully, give her the money back that she spent paying for your wedding to Peter, because you ain't had it. Since she's such a bully, give her money back. Respectfully. But hold on. That ain't all going on with RHOA. Okay, with the RHOA girls. Now, since we on Instagram, child. We on the Instagram. Let's head on over here. I want y'all to take a look at something on the Instagram. It's about y'all favorite rich girl, Kandi Burruss. Y'all know Kandi's y'all favorite rich girl. All the Kandi fans, all they talk about is her money. Ain't nothing else to talk about, apparently. Wait a minute, what the hell am I seeing? Jonathan Major. Why they got a picture of this man in his drawers? That's horrible. Jesus, don't worry. I ain't going to show y'all that. That is terrible. Absolutely not. All right. Caesarism is order. Yeah, I don't know what, if you a trans person or something, don't come over here with that weird stuff. You could be here, but don't come. Because I don't even understand what you're saying. The language don't even make sense. So you're going to have to go. So let's take a look at y'all favorite rich girl. All right. So this is what's in the blogs, y'all. They say Kandi Burruss, Todd Tucker, is reportedly being sued for more than $150,000 in back rent and additional expenses for Blaze Steak and Seafood Restaurant. You see it. Now, let me read you what the people say, so y'all know what's going on. Her fans say she got the money. I believe she got something somewhere, but I don't know why she ain't paid these people their money. Maybe it was supposed to come out of the proceeds from the restaurant and people stopped going because the food was nasty. That's what they keep telling people. It's either that or people stopped going because they didn't want to get shot at. I don't know. Y'all know, down to the bullets and biscuits, anything can happen, okay? Anything can happen. Now, it reads as thus. Whew. According to WSB-TV, Kandi Burruss's Blaze Steak and Seafood is facing legal trouble over unpaid rent. The restaurant's landlord, Montego Pacific Inc., has filed a lawsuit in Fulton County State Court claiming Burress and the restaurant owe $154,139.17 in back rent. Hey, Tracy Lashley. The lawsuit also alleges an additional $56,000, so it's $154,139.17. Okay, DS, thank you so much for the super sticker. But the lawsuit alleges that there is an additional, on top of the $154,139.17, an additional $56,495.75 that is owed in repairs. So she done told them people property up and overhead fees. Okay, probably the water bill and stuff. Now, Montego Pacific Inc. argues that Burress is in breach of her lease and will be charged $12,083.50 for each month for the interest until the debt is settled. So the interest on the $154,139.17 is $12,083.50. Hey, Couture Bay. Yes, honey, something funny going on. She got to pay this money. The complaint states that Burress has 10 days to pay this money to avoid future liability. Okay? Future liability. Yes, Couture Bay. See, y'all, my niece is gorgeous and smart. She ain't just pretty. This ain't window dressing. This ain't window dressing. Y'all tell Couture Bay hello in the chat and make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. My baby say that it's $210,000. She rounded up. Okay, y'all got to keep up. So $210,000, and them people say they need their money in 10 days, Kandi. They say they need their money in 10 days. 10. Hey, Lel. So now, I want y'all to think back with me. Y'all know where we're going to go. You can put it in the chat. You know where we're headed, okay? Where are we headed, ladies? In the chat, where are we going? Back down memory lane, okay? Because y'all remember during the pandemic, okay? During the pandemic, do y'all recall, because I do, that Miss Kandi Burruss went and got her a PPP loan? Y'all recall? Because I do. I recall the PPP loan that she went and got during the pandemic. I remember that clearly. Yeah. And she was bragging about calling the people and putting payments to the back of her loans and stuff. Talking about you don't need to, but you can. And, you know, all this and all that. And I'm sitting there like, well, yeah, you can. Miss Sparkle says she did. Okay, I remember her getting the PPP loan. I remember that. See, everybody want to talk about Sheree getting PPP loans. Everybody want to talk about that. Everybody want to talk about the little bit of rent money that Nene owed on the swag boutique that she said was in Greg's name, so she didn't want to pay it. Her ignorant tail thought since Greg had done went to the upper room that his debts went with him. They say no, it went to the estate, and that would be you. But it wasn't no $150,000 plus 56, $495.75. It wasn't that. It wasn't $210,000. Like Couture Bay said, is the total. Plus $12,083.50 per month in interest. It wasn't that. Yeah. And see, what her fans got to realize is her money was sufficient when it was just her. Now she got another full-grown man the size of a toddler that's helping her spend up her money. Ain't no telling what Todd done did with Kandi money. Now, we know Kandi had plenty of money. Couture Bay said, what kind of lease was she in? An Atlanta lease for a restaurant. You know, that's not cheap. And she was in town. Ain't like she was out, you know, out in Duluth like Nene was with the Lanithia Lounge. She in town. She had an Atlanta Metro commercial lease for a restaurant. And the fact that them people say that it's $56,495.75 in repairs and overhead fees. What is going on with the water bill? What is the repairs? Y'all got them bullet holes in there. We know it's the bullets and biscuits. Did y'all have bullet holes in there? What was going on in there? See, Todd probably done messed up a whole lot of Kandi money because she wasn't watching the money. And Joyce kept trying to tell her about this man. It's real funny, Kandi. We ain't never heard nothing about Kandi on no back rent till she got with Todd. Now she owe back rent. This type of money. This supposed to be small money to big bank Kandi. Remember, y'all, hey, put it in the chat. Put a 1 if y'all remember the reunion where she said, I got enough money I could take care of every mother effer in here. Y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember, because I do. What happened to that girl? Because you could at one time, according to Kandi, she could take care of every mother effer in there. Now she got a bill for $150,000 back rent. How is that? Hey, Marcy. Say, can't you write this off on your taxes? No. You can put it there, and what happens is they take that into consideration against the taxes that you owe. If that's what you mean, maybe so. If that's what you mean, then maybe so. Right, Quiet Storm. She said that to Marlo. All this stuff has been said to everybody. Meanwhile, Marlo done went and opened up Lee Archive. We ain't heard no stories about her rent on Lee Archive being $150,000 behind. And how many months is that? Is that like 3 months behind? See, everybody had all these jokes for what's his name? For what's Cynthia ex-husband? Why I want to call that man Patricia? Peter. Because y'all keep calling him Patricia. Peter with the good skin with the 18 months in prison. Him. Couture Bay said, I knew she couldn't afford being a sugar mama for this long with substandard projects. Hello, good night. And all her fans want to talk about Kandi this, Kandi businesswoman. Kandi opened up a bunch of businesses that don't seem to do so well. Ever since she got with this man right here. Her money ain't been right since she got with this man right here. And she refused to listen to Joyce. She refused to listen to Joyce. Now look at you. Y'all can say what you want to say. If Kandi had married Todd, she'd still have all her money, and she would not be talking about no $150,000 on no back rent. This here is all because of Todd. This is because of Todd. I believe that. Hey, Nene Ashley. This is because of Todd. Period. Bunny said, I seen people with millions fighting over a 75 bill. Miser madness. Yeah, this ain't no miser madness. They ain't fighting over no bill. She ain't paid them people, and that man say that she got $10 to remit his payment. He got 10 days to remit that payment. He say it was a scheme Todd set up. Yeah, to run her out of her money. Definitely was a scheme he set up to run her out of her cash. Something going on. Now, the only thing that would make a little bit more sense to me is if Todd did not pay them people, was pocketing that money, because I believe he still was pocketing that money, and Kandi thought everything was being paid and it wasn't, and the man went and filed the paperwork before he talked to her, because maybe Todd had been handling everything and she didn't find out until the papers got filed. Now, if it get cleaned up, excuse me, real quick, then maybe that's what it is. I know whatever went on, it is definitely Todd's fault. Whatever happened, it was Todd's fault. I do know that. I don't know, but in my heart, I know. DS say the GOAT should have left the cameraman alone. Child, he wasn't even a cameraman. He was in production, and I think they said it was craft services. He wasn't no writer. He wasn't no cameraman. And I think he was one of them do boys behind the scenes. Now, that's what I believe was going on. Now, y'all, we got to get into who child. Let's go on to Megan Cuniff page on Twitter. Because you know she got all the legal documents. People be mad because she got them. But overall, I'm not mad that she has them. Because we can count on her to kind of keep it straight. Let me make sure I got everything straight here. Okay, so we got 3 pages. Let's get into it. So, child, Jay-Z is planning to boil Tony Busby alive in a pot like a cannibal. Is the impression that I'm getting. He is not letting up. Hey, Ashley. Thank you for being number 79. What you cooking? But I just, I said this last night. I'm saying it again tonight. If you or any of your loved ones have been on the internet anywhere telling lies on Jay-Z, or anybody in his family for that matter, apologize and stop, because it feels like he's not playing. I don't know. I just got that feeling that he ain't playing. So let's go ahead and see if we can read what's in these documents. And it is a declaration. There's a witness, and we're going to get into it. So let's go. Okay. Now, hopefully y'all can see. If not, I'm just going to read and we're going to go from there. So the declaration of Charlotte Henderson. Okay, so Charlotte Henderson, y'all, is the witness. Charlotte Henderson, declare as follows. I make this declaration of support of the plaintiffs. Sorry, Tara. Ex parte application in connection with defendant's special motion to strike. So, Tony Busby and them trying to strike down the suit because they don't want to get boiled alive, but I don't think it's going to work. So Charlotte Henderson is a witness on this declaration, and she's making a declaration in support of the plaintiff, which is Quinn Emanuel, Jay-Z, them, in connection with Tony Busby's them special motion to strike, okay? Unless otherwise noted, I have personal knowledge of the facts stated herein, and if called upon to testify. So she finna testify, y'all, like she at revival meeting. And if called upon to testify, I could and would competently testify thereto. I am a licensed private investigator. I was not hired by plaintiff or plaintiff's attorney to perform the investigation I described in the declaration. So I don't know who hired her, but she said it wasn't them. Okay. Let me see if can I make it bigger? That might be as big as it gets. If so, it is what it is. Okay. On Friday, February 21st, 2025, along with investigator James Butler, I met with plaintiff Jane Doe. Miss Doe, the person on whose behalf defendants filed a lawsuit captioned as Jane Doe versus Sean Combs et al., case number 24-CV-07975 in the Southern District of New York on October 20th, 2024. The lawsuit. To protect Ms. Doe's privacy and identity, I am not disclosing here her name or any other facts that enabled me to conclude the woman I met was in fact Miss Doe. Okay, so she met with the lady who told that crazy story. We met with Miss Doe on the front porch of her home in Alabama. Miss Doe confirmed that she was in fact the Jane Doe plaintiff in the lawsuit. Miss Doe, Mr. Butler, and I were the only people present. Throughout the discussion, Miss Doe appeared calm and at ease. She maintained a natural demeanor and engaged in conversation freely. Miss Doe's body language, including her nodding, relaxed posture, and steady tone of voice, reinforced that she did not feel scared or intimidated during the interaction. At no point during our interaction did Miss Doe request to be left alone. During our conversation, Miss Doe told me, among other things, the following facts. A, She saw an advertisement on Facebook for the AVA Law Group law firm concerning Sean Combs. B. The AVA Law Group referred to her defendant referred her to defendant Tony Busby and his law firm. C. Miss Doe met Mr. Busby for the first time in Houston, Texas. He paid to fly her there. Their meeting to discuss the case took place when Miss Doe flew out. Hold on. For an interview that Mr. Busby arranged for Miss Doe to give to NBC News. Oh, wow. So that's when he met her in Mr. Busby's office. D. Jane Doe stated that Mr. Carter did not sexually assault her. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to say the word. E. Jane Doe stated to me that she originally told Mr. Busby that she had been, R-worded by Sean Combs and a world-renowned female celebrity. So she was initially only trying to lie on Puffy and J-Lo. Okay? Celebrity was also present for the assault. And that Mr. Busby suggested that she claimed that, wait a minute. Are y'all hearing this? She said that Mr. Busby suggested that she claimed that Mr. Carter was another R-wordist. Okay? F. Jane Doe stated Busby brought Jay-Z into it. Hey, Bianca. And he was the one that kind of pushed me towards going forward with him, with Jay-Z. Because she just initially wanted to lie on Puffy by herself. Jane Doe said that this is G. Jane Doe said that Mr. Busby asked her if Mr. Carter had been at the party. Miss Doe told Mr. Busby that Mr. Carter was at the party, but she told me that Mr. Carter did not take part in any actual assault of Miss Doe. H. Jane Doe confirmed the following regarding Mr. Carter during our interview. I. Jay-Z had nothing to do with this. Correct, right? No, that's lowercase I, so I guess that's, under the H, okay? And then the the second part under the H says, other than he was at the party that you were at, so I mean, he did not assault you. She said no. The third part under the H says, he was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with the actual acts toward you. She said, yeah. Jane Doe said to me that lawyers at Mr. Busby's law firm told her that if she pursued Mr. Carter, she would get a payout. So they told her, go after Jay-Z, he'll pay you. They probably thought because he married the Beyonce, he would hurry up and pay. Okay? J. Miss Doe said to me that shortly before Mr. Busby dismissed the lawsuit against Mr. Carter, Mr. Busby told Miss Doe that Mr. Carter was threatening to kill her. Wait a minute. So when it was right before they dismissed everything, before Mr. Busby dismissed the lawsuit, he told the girl that Jay-Z was threatening to take her life. Where did you even get that from, Tony Busby? Oh, you real upset because he finna sue you out your life. Okay, he finna take your life with lawsuits, baby. He's not gonna kill you. Response to her lawsuit and could come after her. Upon hearing that, Miss Doe agreed to drop her case. So he wanted to drop the case. She was gonna keep telling a lie, and he wanted her to drop the case. So it's like, oh, he threatening to kill you. He come after you to make her hurry up and drop it because he was trying to save his neck after he told her to keep telling the lie. After he's the one who initially told her to put this man's name in this lie. Then number 9 says, item number 9, we finally got out of 8 because 8 had a lot of parts. Miss Doe stated 4 times that Mr. Carter did not assault her. After Miss Doe had voluntarily and consistently affirmed this, we inquired whether she would be open to signing an affidavit reflecting what she had told us. She responded saying, but how does this help me? Okay. I declare under penalty of perjury that under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct, executed on the 4th of March 2025. Yeah, 4th of March 2025. So this just happened, okay? Listen. I tell y'all? We got to go back down memory lane again. We got to go back. Where we going, y'all? Put it in the chat. Where we going? Back down memory lane. We going back down memory lane again, okay? Now, this is not the smoking gun that I wish that it was, so we could go ahead and put this to bed. But didn't I tell y'all way back down memory lane, didn't I tell y'all way back that I believe that Tony Busby was a plant? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember me telling y'all. I believe that Tony Busby's whole purpose was to muddy the waters for Puffy. I told y'all this. Didn't I tell y'all this? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember me saying this to you. Tony Busby was sent to muddy the waters for Puffy. I said that. And now, here we are with a declaration from an investigator who spoke with Jane Doe, who's telling us that when she wanted to come in and tell a story about Puffy, Tony Busby told her to add Jay-Z name to it. Why would you want to do that, Nitra? Because he knew Jay-Z wasn't going. He knew Jay-Z was going to make it public. He knew Jay-Z was going to blow it out of the water. Tony Busby knew this was the dumbest story ever. He wanted to make sure that he made public and famous the most stupid, most ridiculous, the most asinine story ever. He knew he had no chance in hell of winning, but he just wanted it to go public. He wanted it to be big. He knew Jay-Z was going to fight back. I don't think he knew Jay-Z was going to come after his job, his license, and everything about his essence. But he knew it was going to be a big thing. And the minute that this got dismissed, when it was time to dismiss, Jane Doe didn't want to dismiss. We just read that, right? Y'all heard me read that, right? She didn't want to dismiss. Tony Busby was like, okay, well, I guess I did everything I was paid to do. We need to drop it. And when she wasn't sure about dropping it, he threatened to kill you. He could come after you to get her to go ahead and drop it because he had no intention on taking this to trial. He knew it was a crock of crap. I tried to tell y'all from the beginning, Tony Busby is a seasoned lawyer. He knew exactly what he was doing. No veteran lawyer would have brought this to trial unless you had an ulterior motive, which was to muddy the waters. Because the minute that this got dropped, as soon as Tony Busby did what his handlers told him to do, which was you've done enough. Jay-Z has blown everything out of proportion, made it look as stupid as hell. Now you can drop it. Then we start seeing Puffy's, people talking about, oh yeah, these other cases are fake. We're going to drop them. We're going to do a defamation suit. That was the only purpose for all of this. I've been telling y'all, man. Tony Busby was sent to muddy the waters. He was sent to muddy the waters. And it bugged me at the time because people were believing this stuff. And it's like, this is so elementary. Why am I the only person that sees this? There's no reason that I should be the only person that sees this. Everybody, y'all have to see this. But instead of people seeing the play and seeing the setup and seeing all of the manipulation, they got way too excited. Like, ooh, he got 120 cases. He said 3,000 people call him. Use your head. Puffy used the fact that black people in specific are very anti-black. Nobody hates a rich black person worse than black people. And he knew if he could put that out there, everybody was going to jump on it. It was going everywhere. And it was. Everywhere you look, all you heard was, ooh, baby, oh, ooh, freak off. Ooh, baby, oh, ooh, freak off. And then we get all these stupid cases that don't make sense. It's one chick saying, oh, I'm suing him for assaulting me, but I don't remember meeting him. How the hell somebody you ain't never met assault you? If that's the case, he might have stole a piece of coochie from me too. I don't know. I ain't never met him either. I was in New York a few times. Maybe he stole something from me too. I never met him either. Just stupid cases. And the minute that they wanted to cast doubt on any legitimate claims against Puffy, here comes this stupid case and him telling this lady, add Jay-Z to it. Add Jay-Z to it. Say he was there too. This woman walked in there because she said she saw an ad on Facebook, and all she wanted to say was that, you know, Puffy and J-Lo was in the room and was doing stuff to her when she was 13 in Manhattan from Rochester by herself with a 20-year-old who's dead and can't corroborate, and her daddy who don't remember picking her up. Thank you, DS. This is the kind of stupidity that irritates me, because I've been telling y'all Tony Busby was a plant. I've been telling y'all Tony Busby worked for Puff. Now, my daughter Peanut said something that, you know, and she's been saying it for a while, since I first said that I believe Tony Busby works for Puffy, for Sean Combs, Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop, whatever the hell y'all calling him these days. She said, and I quote, because, you know, he's a Scorpio and so is Aubrey, the Snow Princess from Canada. She said that Puffy is who Drake thinks he is. He's not discalculated. Puffy is discalculated. I've been telling y'all this. Puffy is just this calculated. This is crazy. This is certifiably insane. Okay. Listen, y'all, Bianca in the chat, she say, listen, she on edge tonight. The trolls gotta beware. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's what, you know, and RHOA, I believe, is gonna be back on Sunday. So I will be watching it and reviewing it. We will be live after the show, as you know. Hey, Esteline. Man, between Quiet Storm and Bianca, listen, the people that don't know what to do, they gonna help you. So listen, y'all, that's all I think about what's going on for now. I am gonna try to low-key keep my eye on what's happening and keep my, you know, hands on the sewing machine and on my other various projects. I'm gonna just keep hustling and moving. But you know, as y'all know me, I will be back as the gossip permits. Hey, Dana Thompson. So y'all know what time it is. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please hit the like button on the way out. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you will know every single time we go live on this channel. Okay, subscribe if you've not subscribed, because you know we are happy to have you here. Okay. And if you want to join channel memberships, the join button beneath the video, membership link in the description box. And I'll make sure that all the other goodies are there. Our storefront on Amazon, our merchandise store, all that stuff. Okay, B, I'm going to call you as soon as I get off, okay? So listen, y'all know what it is. Be positive, be productive, encourage others. Make sure you encourage yourselves. And remember, in case no one else tells you, God loves you. I love you. It's nothing else. It's really nothing you can do about that either. Talk to you later, okay? Bye.